right, welcome to Patty's Corner. Come on in and stay a while. Healthy choices, great conversation, smart shopping tips, and finding foods that fit. Small steps every single day, that's Patty's Corner.
Hello folks, it's Tuesday, July 22nd. I went to the library on Monday and I got a book out. It's Reader's Digest, Reversing Diabetes, 12-Week Challenge. And I read the first couple of pages of it, and it's probably pretty old because when it goes to book form, it's been out there a while. Okay, it was copyrighted in 2023, so it's 3 years old, the information that's in here. But I found some information very interesting, so I'm going to share it with you. You can get it at any of your libraries. You don't have to purchase it. It says revived and updated one. Diabetes is no longer something to fear, because they're saying here in the first couple of weeks, they give you 12 weeks. And I was reading some of it, and it says, to reverse diabetes plan, eat smarter carbs and fats, more protein and vegetables. And I can testify for myself, when I eat more fruits and vegetables, my sugar seems to go down. But you can't eat, gotta eat smart produce and smart carbs. You can't eat the carbs that have a lot of sugar and stuff in it. I've noticed certain fruit raises my blood sugar. So, you have to be careful, and everybody's different. And they're saying here, track your progress. Like, every day, write down what you're eating and what your blood sugar is. You should get tested, your A1C. And like I said, in Walmart, they have an A1C tester. So you can test your A1C before you start this, and then 12 weeks later, which is 3 months, you can test your A1C again. The first chapter is Eat. It says Eat to reverse diabetes. Delicious food, satisfying meals, and perfect portions. Here's what you should do. Here's the plan. To beat diabetes, this is what you have to do. Number 1, eat five servings of vegetables a day. Well, that's a lot of vegetables, but I guess, you eat a carrot, that's a vegetable. Eat celery, that's a vegetable, and so on. And then you can dress them up a little bit. Then 2, cut your fine carbs in half. That was a biggie for me. Like I told you, it was really hard for me to get off of the carbs and sugar. So that was a biggie for me. I really did. I got caught in the rain yesterday, and my hair, it just flopped, and it's been that way all yesterday and today. Number 3, eat 3 servings of fruit a day. I get that, because what I do is, most people make smoothies and they put their vegetables and their fruit together. That's one way of doing it. You can put spinach and you can put different vegetables in a smoothie and you drink it. I eat my 3 fruits a day. So, and like I said, there's certain fruits that really spike my blood sugar. Cherries is one of them. I gotta be careful with cherries. They spike it pretty good. I can only eat about 12 of them without spiking it. Grapes is another one. I only eat about maybe 12, and then they spike it. So you have to figure out, take your little meter or draw your blood before you have the vegetable or fruit, and then after you eat it, like 15 minutes after you eat it, see where your spike is. Some fruits and vegetables don't spike, and others do. And then it says, include leafy protein with every meal. Now, I know they're scared with the lettuce and everything, but you can do spinach, you can do other Greek leafy vegetables, like broccoli. That would take care of 2 things in one stone. And then 5, trade good fat for bad fat. So you switch out your bad fat for good fat. Like in other words, bad fat is hamburger meat, ice cream, cheeses. They're bad fat for your heart. Now good fat is stuff like nuts, avocados, flaxseed, fish, stuff like that. That's good. Then 6 is use a plate approach for perfect proportions. Use a 9-inch plate, and then you divide it right down the middle. The whole half is greeny vegetables. Then the upper part is your protein, your starchy protein, or your starchy vegetable, and then your protein. And that's the way I did it, and you do lose a lot of weight that way. Now 7 is plan your meals, and then you plan your meals the way then you don't eat as much, and you know what you're having. Here's a quiz, and it says, what is the star of the most of your lunches and dinners? I have to take my glasses off. A, meat. B, starches, potatoes, pasta, bread, rice, corn, or vegetables, except not including the potatoes and corn. So you answer that question. And then number 2 is, not counting potatoes and corn, how much room do vegetables usually occur on your plate? A, no room. B, about a quarter of the plate. Or C, half the plate. 3, what is your usual choice of eating bread? White bread, wheat bread, 100% whole grain bread. Then 4 is, when it comes to vegetables? 1, I eat mashed potatoes, corn, French fries, and periodically. Or 2, or 3, or B, force myself and my family to eat 1 green, red, or orange vegetable at dinner. C, love them. I have no problem eating rainbow colors for dinner. 5, how often do you eat salads? I know now with the salad scare, so it's kind of out there, so we don't know. A, salads are boring and too complex to prepare, so I rarely eat them. B, usually when I go out to a restaurant. Or C, several times a week. I used to eat them several times a week, but now with the lettuce scare, I don't I don't eat salads, which is bad because I really did like my salads. 6, which of these fats do you usually use when cooking? Butter, margarine contains hydrogen oil. Margarine without hydrogen oil, or corn oil. Olive, avocado, or canola oil. 7, how often do you consume low-fat milk, cheese, or yogurt? Rarely or never. Once a day, twice or 3 times a day. On average, how many soft drinks do you have each day? Now, this is a biggie. Rich and I did away with our soft drinks, and everybody says, really, what do you drink? But we did. And it says 2 to 3, 2 or more, 1 to 2, or never. Right now, we have never, we go away from that. So they have the scores here. And if you answered, here's a point system. Give yourself 1 point for every A, 2 points for every B, and 3 points for every C. Add up your score. If you get 20 to 24 right, congratulations. You already found the type of eating plan that will help you control your sugar. Keep the weight in check and lower your odds of diabetes complications. The meal plan, the eating plan, it will give you more ways to enjoy your food you love already. We have got smart strategies to deal with your challenges. Now, B, the other one is 16 to 20. good start, room for improvement. And then the next one is, it's time for a change. And then 8 to 10 is, start start your eating plan today. They say to take vitamins, a multivitamin A, multivitamin, calcium, vitamin D, and stuff like that. They say you should do that. They also say you should keep a food diary. Get a piece of paper, divide it up, date, time, what you ate, and note the feeling after you ate it. This lady wrote breakfast, 7 a.m., 3 scrambled eggs, 2 slices of toast, a tablespoon of butter, and 6 ounces of orange juice. Had she a note, feeling washed out. Lunch, 1:30, sandwich, 3 ounces of turkey, 3 ounces of chicken, 2 slices of bread, 1/2 tablespoon of mayonnaise, apple, 8 ounces of potato chips, one 12-ounce Coke. And she wrote in here, 8, I can't read her writing. So I don't know. Usually hungry. Dinner, 7:30. 3 BBQ chicken thighs, a corn on the cob, one cup of watermelon chunks, and 1 12-ounce beer. That's what she wrote. She was honest. And once you write your food down, it's going to help you out a lot. And then goal 1 is to eat 5 servings of, they teach you, they break down the goals for you. And the first time you're supposed to eat 5 servings of vegetables. Once you get that, they give you recipes how to make, different ways of doing your vegetables, and 5 things you can do with broccoli. And they give you, like here, they got 5 things to do with the broccoli. I mean, they give you some ideas, so they're not leaving you stranded with that idea. And then eat your ABCs. Asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. They're your ABCs. And then they have tips. These are 20 different vegetables you can have for diabetes. 1 is apples, 2 is barley, or 2 is apricots, 3 is barley, 4 is beans, 5 is fish, 6 is berries, 7 is broccoli, 8 is carrots, 10 is eggs, 9 is chicken and or turkey, and 11 is soybeans, 12 is seeds, 13 is milk and yogurt, 14 is nuts, 15 is oatmeal, 16 is olive oil, 17 is peanut butter, 18 is sweet potatoes, 19 is beef, and 20 is whole wheat bread. And then goal 2 is cut your refined carbs in half. And that tells you all how to do that. And then I haven't read this, I'm just reading the highlights. And then goal 3 is to eat 3 servings of fruit a day. There's a lot of fruit out there right now. There's peaches, plums, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. And then the goal 4 is to include lean protein at every meal. They have meatloaf. They have all different kinds: fish, chicken, turkey. They even have pork in here, and eggs. So they have a variety of protein. 5 is trade good fats for bad fats, and they make it very easy. They tell you how to do it. Cook with olive oil or avocado oil. Saturated fats hit the list. So the saturated fats are cheese, beef, milk, coconut oil, palm oil, ice cream, sherbet, frozen yogurt, cake, cookies, quick breads, donuts, butter, and so that's they tell you. Then they show you how to make a different how to make it easier and how to get how to get your fats changed over. Sixth goal is to use plate approach for perfect proportions. Here they have the plate like I was talking about. They have it divided up. Your protein, your vegetable, a couple of vegetables, and your starches. You also can do a salad. Your vegetable is a salad, your starchy vegetables, and your protein. So you can do it, whichever way you feel comfortable with, and they give you very good alternatives. They give you portion sizes. Here they tell you how to do portion sizes. This is the size of fruit you should have. Generally, it should be, it's a tennis ball size for an apple or anything. And 1/4 cup of fruit juice, a half a cup of chopped nuts and fruit and stuff like that, berries and stuff. Then vegetables, they show you how to do that. Vegetables should be 3/4 vegetable juice, 1/4 non-leafy vegetables cooked, and then 1 cup of green vegetables, and then it's the size of a baseball. Meat proportions is like a playing cards, and it's 3 ounces of lean meat, fish, or the size of a deck of cards. 1/4 cup of dried beans, and then for grains, it's the size of a softball again, and it tells you, or not a softball, hardball. And then gold 7 is to plan your meals, and they give you a pretty good ideas for dinner, lunch, and breakfast. And then they have a special if you want to eat out, how to do that. How to eat out Mexican, how to eat Italian, how to eat Chinese. Chinese is very, 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 got a lot of stuff in it. Then fast food places, and then chapter 2 is moving. So you got, that's the plan to move. But they have 4 goals. One is to know how to exercise safely with diabetes. 2 is walk at least 5 days a week. 3 is build muscle with sugar boost routine, and 4 is make active choices every day. And here again is a quiz. I'm not going to go over that. Then your goals. It tells you how to exercise. They give you some exercise tips. Then 3 is choose to reverse diabetes. Inspirational choices. Plan ahead, relax, and recharge. And it gives you some good ideas with that. Then 4 is the 12-week, after you get all done. Chapter 4 is reverse diabetes, the 12-week challenge. Weekly meal plans, daily progress checks, and successful and conflicts. And then they give you by week how you should plan your week out, which I thought was good. And then they said you should lose, within 12 weeks, you should lose 1/10 of your weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, in 12 weeks, they say you should lose 20 pounds. And then the last one is to keep yourself on track to a better health. And they explain, they got a whole bunch of checklists here. And then they got a shopping list you can do. And then they have a meal plans. They tell you how to do meal plans here, examples of it. And then your diary. They show you how to set up a diary. They also give you an index on what food how many calories and sugar it carries. And then they have recipes in the back of the book. They all have recipes. And that's the whole book. And I think I'm going to read it and I'll give you my honest opinion on it. But as of right now, what I see, it looks like a pretty good book. So with that, I'm going to say so long. I had my little kitty cat helping me here. He was sitting here watching. Little Opie was right behind the camera. So I'm going to say so long, and I hope this was informative for you. And we can reverse diabetes, type 2 diabetes, if we can get up and do what we have to do. It's eating healthy, and you really have to start eating healthy, because if you don't, you're just gonna get, you're not a. Doctors treat you as, okay, this is diabetes, this is how we treat it. Metformin, this, and that's not right. Everybody's different. Everybody has different body chemical. God didn't make us all the same. So with that, I'm going to say so long. You guys have a great day. Have a great week. And I will get back to you. This will be up for Tuesday, so I'll get back to you maybe on Thursday or maybe Saturday. So God bless, and see you soon. Bye.